Hello and welcome back to the HEALcast. My name is Morgan and I'm joined by my awesome co-host Bobby. Bobby, say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Bobby. And we have our awesome guest today, David. David, can you go ahead and please introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your HEAL involvement, all that fun stuff.
All right. Hi, I am David Auerbeck. So I am Heal's admin this year. Basically, that involves me sending out the emails. You know who I am. You've heard me give the amazing this or that's every single week, but a little more personal. I'm a biomedical engineering major. I'm also pre-med, so I applied to medical school over the summer. Hopefully, we get some stuff back with that. I like tennis. What else do I do? I'm an RA for the freshmen. Actually, I have freshman football players. Like what's Sean Clifford's little brother? Like Liam Clifford. I see him a lot. Lots of different things about me.
Pretty cool. I mean, I say we just dive right into the RA stuff. I mean, we'll get into
Uh,
on later.
Yeah, the
But
RA stuff's cool.
yeah, so you're an RA in East. I think that's probably about as much as we can share without giving your haul, just because this
I
is
don't
a public podcast.
care. Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
I don't
you.
know if we should share it. I feel like if anything with your
Let's just give David's uh, ID, social security number, all of that on
Hey,
the
you
pod.
forgot credit card. That's important.
Oh yeah, and the wacky three digits on the back, right?
yeah,
Yes.
there you go. And the expiration. Yeah, so we'll just share that you are a RA in East just for I guess safety measures if anything, comes up. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't piggyback here, so we're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
piggybacking is not allowed.
Yes.
But can you tell us a little bit about what being an RA means and what your residents are like?
Oh, so being an RA, first off, there's like seven different things. You're a role model, you're a policy enforcer, you're a community builder. These are all like really superficial terms. Basically, at the end of the day, people come to me for their problems. I help them. I like to get to know them and I give them advice. I also make sure that their floor is fine and like anything that is causing problems on the floor, I will address. And whether that be like policy enforcement where people are too loud or really stupid stuff like someone's peeing all over the toilet seats and we need to deal with that.
Nice.
But yeah, being a freshman RA, at least I'm in renovated hall. I can't tell you which hall apparently. So it's really nice where you get your own individual bathrooms. You still have to share them with everyone, but there's no more communal bathrooms. So there's a little better. But last year's floor was very quiet. Everyone still liked me, but it's a very different dynamic this year. People are very rowdy and like to get out and like talk to me a lot.
Interesting. Were you with freshmen last year? I can't remember. Yeah,
I
right.
was in the same place. I was on the fourth floor. Oh, I'm giving away a lot of information. I was on the fourth floor last year, third floor this year.
Got it. So wait, is it co-ed or
It's
is it
co-ed.
okay?
Yes. I'm doing well. I have girls on both sides, so my bathroom is like really clean.
That is good. So did they have to clean their own or does someone come around?
No, so because of COVID, this is actually probably the nicest part about COVID. Someone will clean the bathrooms every single day.
Wow,
Incredible.
very
Yes.
When I lived in the dorms, our
Yes.
bathrooms would actually not get cleaned. They'd come in, see them, and be like, "Yeah, no," and they'd just not clean them and leave. We were bad. We were
they can
bad
do
boys.
Oh,
They
same.
did.
Interesting. Yeah, that's and we all wonder how we all got sick like 100 times freshman year. It's probably because our bathrooms were like never getting
We
clean.
were throwing poop at the walls.
We were living in like 2 by 2 boxes.
Wait, so my like dorm freshman year, they had designated like you pee on this toilet because it got so bad.
Are
And
you
eventually
serious?
some kids, oh yeah, it was awful. Some kids started a campaign. He got like stormtrooper like posters like don't have stormtrooper aim, lift up the toilet seat and like really stupid things he put all over the bathroom. They got torn down like the next day. It was awful actually.
Oh, the poor kid.
I know.
That's funny.
It really was.
I'm probably the person who would have torn those down freshman year. I would have been like, "These are dumb." Rip them down.
Or you would have hung him up.
I probably would have hung them up. Let's be real. That
Well,
sounds like
get
a joke
this.
I'd make.
No, he bought like a really large pack too of like hand wipes. They were gone the next day. Like he He puts in his group chat like, guys, someone took the hand wipes. Come on.
Oh man.
Those are the
He was.
days, man. I remember
It
being a
really was.
freshman. Oh my gosh, being able to walk around in the halls and be a delinquent past like 10 p.m. when mom and dad
Gee.
weren't telling me to go to bed. It was great.
Yeah, to live in the dorms again, I could never go back.
Oh, me
Ever,
neither.
ever.
Oh, I never left.
I do it.
I would die. It's awful.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Um,
renovated.
yeah. Oh, that I. If I was originally supposed to be in Curtin, like the unrenovated East.
Yeah.
I could say that because I'm not in Curtin, right, Morgan?
You can say it. I just don't know
I know.
if one of your residents comes up. I just don't want to be like the person who revealed where
Oh
you.
no, they love me. Don't worry. They know who I am. Like at one time they knocked on the door. I was like, "Yeah, what do you need?" He's like, "Oh, nothing. I just wanted you to come hang out with us."
Aw,
Are you
that's
allowed to
sweet.
do that? Are you allowed to like hang out with the residents?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to talk to them, be friends. Not friends. I'm supposed to be friendly with them. Like there's a fine line. Like I'm supposed to. I have to give floor reports. Do you know that? Like
No.
I
No.
give in. So my boss or like the coordinator, I give like like bi-weekly floor report to him of like any potential problems. So like this is like the more serious side. Like I've dealt with people who have suicidal thoughts. I've dealt with people who have been in a very like bad state and have had to have EMS called to them, like emergency medical services, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's some very like serious stuff that the RA handles on the floors.
That's
Got
wild.
it. So then you have to report it all back so that like they know what needs to be handled.
Yeah, they because then like this is how far like the bureaucracy goes because then this guy reports back to an area coordinator. The area coordinator of there's two in East because it's that large. The area coordinator reports back to the like one of the secretaries. Those secretaries report back to Mark Ramaker. He is the top guy of like residence life. And then he goes and talks to Eric Barron. So there's like 6 or 7 people that are involved in like reporting up like process or like lines.
Got it. So like what happens when people decide like before we play Ohio State, like for an at-home game? I know that's not happening this year, but just hypothetically, when we have like some like choice words written on the dorm windows, like who deals with that?
That would be my coordinator. So I'm just gonna use his name. So Jose, I live in Martin, by the way. You could easily look this up. It's not that hard if you figure out who Jose is. But
Jose's a
yeah,
cool guy.
yes, he sends out emails, and his emails are fierce. Like he's very friendly and stuff, but you don't want to be getting an email from him because he had some very specific like scolding kind of to the people that put up in certain images for like the first game.
I know exactly what images you're talking about because I saw it and those were up for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and being in Martin Hall, like we're the front like side of the like road, so everyone sees them.
Yeah, right in
I
front of
think
the
they were funny.
like, um interesting.
They were
So
hilarious.
do you have any fun stories to share about, your time as an RA, maybe on like the lighter side before we move on?
Oh, the lighter side. There's a bunch of them. What's like a good one? Um, I guess here. So the first day, like literally the first day of classes, someone's banging on my door at night. Oh, actually, here I'll tell this one first. This one's always funny.
Tell them all.
Uh, we don't have time for all of them, man. That
Oh,
would be
we
here
do.
for hours.
No, we
Oh,
do.
we
We
do.
do. We
We
got
do.
time.
No, no. Here, I'll start with this one. So whenever I took this RA class, you get a mentor. So Mr. Terrence Rockmore was my mentor. He was also in Martin Hall, which was kind of funny. The first day of his like RA like actual thing, someone came banging on his door, and they're like, "Yo, Terrence, come to this room immediately." He's like, "What's going on?" He gets in there. There's a kid on the ground just screaming in pain. He's wearing jeans. He tried ironing his jeans like while they were on, so he put an iron directly on his thigh and had third-degree burns. So now he had to call. So he had to call the like the ambulance and everything, be like, "Yeah, this resident like put an iron on his thigh. I need someone to come here." Like that's the first day too. Like, what are you expecting?
Oh my gosh, the kid probably was so used to having his mom do it for him that he thought on the first day of college that he should do it.
But where did he get an iron? That's what I want to know.
Well, he brought one,
Oh, he
but
brought it.
yeah, but how
His
do you
mom
bring an iron and not understand how it functions if you own it.
I don't know. Did
Your
he
mom
not realize
bought
it
it
was
for you.
hot?
Yeah, he's probably on
Oh my
something,
gosh.
man.
Okay, next story. That's wild.
Uh, Here, this one might not be. This one is selectively funny, but my first day this year, it's 9 a.m. My class doesn't start till 11, so I'm obviously sleeping in. Someone bangs on my door, and I'm like, I'm sleeping. I'm not getting it. So I actually didn't get it. That was kind of a bad call, but I had every right to not get it because I was still asleep. But I come out at like maybe 10:30, about to leave for my class, and there's one of my residents is in a towel. We're gonna call her Shelly because I actually cannot use the names of residents for this year. So Shelly is like just took a shower and is completely in a robe and locked herself out first day. So she thought that she could pick the lock with a bobby pin and jammed a bobby pin in her door instead of going down to the commons area like I told her to get a spare key and stuff like that. She jammed a piece of the bobby pin in there. So whenever her roommate came back from her class, their door wouldn't open at all. So now both of them are locked out of their room and it's the first day of classes. So I call a locksmith or I called like housing and they send like a regular housing staff member over and he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna need a locksmith." And while he's calling for the locksmith, he's asking like the girl who's Shelly. He's like, "So was your dad like a spy or something, thinking you could pick into this lock?" And he's just like completely roasting her about how she locked out. Like, she got locked out on the first day. Just
Oh,
making fun. Like he calls an actual locksmith and he's telling her like, "Yeah, this girl thought she could pick a lock. Like, how crazy is she?" Like the entire time.
oh, and poor Shelly standing there in her robe.
Yeah,
She's lucky she had a robe and not just like a towel.
well, so at this point, she went over to one of her friends' room and they gave her pants. So at least she had pants on now. So she
That's
was able
positive.
to sit on the ground and be upset.
That's what good friends are for. Giving you
Yes.
pants when you need them.
This poor girl. Didn't you have to get like a new lock freshman year, Bobby?
I had to get a new lock multiple times, but I can't remember what years. I think it might have been my sophomore year because I was still in the dorms. But yeah, I like tried to open the door and it just like didn't open, and so I called, and like 3 hours later, someone came. I had to stand there outside my room because I didn't have any of my stuff. So 3 hours later, some guy rolls up and he looks at it for like 10 minutes and he goes, "All right, I'll be back." And then 3 more hours later, he comes back with a like lock coring device and he just punched our lock out through the door and then opened it.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah, I've never had to get a new lock, knock on wood, but freshman year, just brought my key with me places and then, went back.
I did
But
too. My door just stopped working.
yeah, no, I'm mostly talking about Shelly.
Oh, Shelly.
Poor girl. But
Oh
At
I
least
no.
she had a
think
bobby pin.
the new dorms, like renovated dorms, naturally lock when you
Yeah,
close them, right?
automatically lock.
That's
Yeah,
cheating.
but mine did not because I did not live in renovated dorms my freshman year. I built character living in Snyder Hall, and yeah, so whenever I went to shower, as long as I didn't lock it behind me, I was good to go. Although people start stealing apparently too. That didn't happen on our
Yeah.
floor, but I've heard people talk about that.
No, theft is the highest crime. They always tell us like 80% of the crimes reported are theft. And
Yeah,
people
that's
still
true.
deadbolt their doors. Like literally, that's a new leaving it open. Makes it even more obvious. It's kind of funny actually.
What do you mean deadbolt?
So there's a deadbolt on all the renovated doors, and
Oh,
they'll deadbolt them so they can't close,
got it, got it, got it, got
and
it.
then they'll go take their shower and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shelly has locked herself out probably 14 times already.
well, does she know to go downstairs?
She never will. She'll wait for a roommate, which just amazes me. Like
Got it.
she'll be fine just waiting outside for like 2 hours, something like that, just because she doesn't want to go to the commons.
I don't get it,
And
man.
yeah, whatever. Well, enough about Shelly. Let's get into Thon.
Yes.
So, David, I know you talked to us about your position, but can you tell us more about, your time in Thon, what you enjoy doing, all that fun stuff?
That is a great question. So, I have more of a like I got involved in Heal later, so I feel like my first Thon experience was actually with because I'm pre-med, I was in a pre-health society and they
Mm,
have a Thon family. I can tell you literally like it is night and day difference versus this pre-health society, which I'm realizing I'm kind of putting in a bad light here, so I won't say their name, even though they're great, very, very good. But like the amount of things we do at Heal for our Thon family is like Thon families is just phenomenal. Like it cannot compare. I'm kind of like sad that all the other Thon families do not get to have us because we are so committed. So I'm kind of like that was one of the first things I noticed whenever like I started like transferring to Heal because the meetings are at the same time. So I really had to pick like one or the other
Yeah.
whenever Andrew was telling me to like join Heal and stuff like that.
You made the right
So,
choice.
I did.
so you grew up in central Pennsylvania, right?
Yes.
So what was your exposure to Thon like before you came to college? Like I'm sure you'd heard of Thon.
No, I did not. I had no idea what Thon
Really?
was. Yes. I
Okay.
had no idea what a mini Thon was. Like I have had no experience. Probably the closest thing is I like my one friend started a MS like tennis tournament thing where we would raise money. That was about the closest thing we had to Thon and because it was for like a different disease entirely.
Got it. So you grew up in what, Hollidaysburg?
Yeah.
So isn't that where Sheets began?
Yes, I went to school with the grandfather. So I went to school with the grandchildren of like the original Sheetses,
Yeah,
and
I
I
know.
played
What?
tennis with both of them.
Wait, wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait, wait. Sheets is the last name?
Yeah. Yes.
A lot of the Sheets go to Penn State.
Yes, Jenna Sheets is currently at Penn State, and then Max Sheets went to Penn. And I played tennis with both of them, and they have, well, at least Jenna has been to my house before.
Yeah,
What?
my cousin's husband, his best man in his wedding was one of the Sheets boys. He works for corporate or whatever.
Yeah, we played baseball against them whenever I
Yeah.
was little. Like they are very involved.
Did they have a corporate
So,
sponsor for their team?
Oh, of course they were a corporate sponsor.
so did you? I guess I'll ask you this later, not on the podcast, but I bet you. I don't know how big Hollidaysburg is, but I gather it's not ginormous.
There's about
Um,
like 4,000 people, I think.
yeah, so I bet you know my cousin's husband's family because they've lived there a long time, but I'll talk about it with you later.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna guess you're a Sheets guy instead of a Wawa guy.
Yeah, but I really don't even go to Sheets that often, to be honest. Like,
Like it's just like so there that like you don't think about it anymore. You know what I mean? Like you're just so used.
yeah, like definitely. Well, also, so I this is what I've heard. My friends go to Sheets all the time. They got rid of their like mac and cheese bites, which was like a very popular like
Really
appetizer
No
combo
way.
thing. They are very frustrated with that.
I'm frustrated with that. I didn't know they were gone.
Well,
interesting.
maybe they're gone in my home. That would be weird if they're only gone in my hometown, but like I know they're for sure gone in the city of Hollidaysburg and Altoona.
That is so sad.
Bobby, are you a Sheets or a Wawa guy?
Yes,
Both?
sure.
He eats food. If he likes it, it's good.
Yeah, I don't really have a preference. Like, I think Sheets is better, like fried food in general. But if I'm getting like a sandwich, I'll go to Wawa. I think Wawa does have better coffee as well. But other
Interesting.
than that, I don't really live near a Wawa, and it's not worth 6 hours for a sandwich that's worse than Jersey Mike's or Subway. So I'm probably gonna get doxxed for that, but it's okay. Um,
No,
yeah,
I'm with you. I stand by you.
yeah. I like if I want a sandwich that bad, I'm not going to a gas station. I will, I will go to Subway or Jersey Mike's, and I will eat there.
In New Jersey, we have these really delicious things. They're called delis. And since
Never heard of it.
there's so many people who are Italian, we have Italian delis with
What's an
very
Italian?
what? No, with Italian delis, like with like
What's an Italian? We've never seen those here.
oh shit.
Took
But
you a
yeah,
little.
so like with like homemade like chicken cutlets and like roasted red peppers and like fresh mozzarella
Homemade
cheese.
chicken cutlets.
Like so good, like just so big, and like they put like balsamic dressing on it and like a root. Oh, so good, and like the crispy Italian bread, like that's a sandwich to me.
Oh,
You
that
know?
bread is really good.
Yeah, we have a place at home that I'm hoping my next time I see my mom, she will bring me some of their bread. It's just so good. But that's not here nor there. Honestly, I'm a Quick Check girl. You guys have probably never heard of Quick Check though.
No. Isn't that like Quick
Maybe.
Trip?
Say it again.
Isn't that? I thought it was Quick Trip. I thought Quick Trip is like a thing in the South where it's basically sheets.
Oh, there might be Quick Trips too, but by me there's Quick Checks and it's like green, and you can get gas there, but not all of them even have gas stations. A lot of them are just standalone places, and it's just like a convenience store. They're pretty good. You can get a sandwich there if you want, or like some
No, you know what we need to do? We need to do the Mariana Hoagie sandwich sale. I'm telling you guys, like these
I
things
have no
are
idea
very.
what that is.
All right, so you know a hoagie is a sandwich. It's like a.
I know what a hoagie is. I don't know what a
I'm just making
hoagie.
sure. Basically, so you know Del Grosso's amusement park.
Talk Central PA to me.
Okay, do you know what Del Grosso's amusement park is?
No.
Yes.
It is the closest amusement park here. There's actually quite a lot of rides. It's like a Kennywood, but it's a discount Kennywood.
That's a good
Kennywood
description.
Kennywood is a discount Six Flags.
Exactly. This is
All
what I'm
right.
telling you.
Get out of here,
This is what I'm
Morgan.
telling you.
Gatekeeping my childhood.
No, like this is what I'm telling you. Kennywood's not like they're at least like high tier, but they're low high tier. This is like not even high tier. Like it's a very nice place, but like it's not large.
Ooh,
It's
in
a very
Tipton, PA, I found it.
yeah. So they do a ton of charity work, like Del Grosso's. Like they do a bunch of stuff for the community. And what they do is they have their own like food services and stuff. And one of them is Mariana Hoagies. So you can like purchase these like full order hoagies and you make money off of it. So like my school, like every single year, always did a Mariana Hoagies fundraiser, and they'd make like thousands of dollars.
Okay, so set it up. I'm down.
I think that's an alt funds, thing, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't know if they know what Mariana's
I
hoagies
already
are.
told them it's in the documents.
They
Oh,
don't. We
gotcha.
don't read those. Anyways, Thon. That's a thing we talk about on this podcast, right?
Yeah, just not today, apparently.
That's fine. I don't. It's good to take a break every once in a while, you know.
Just sidetracking a bit. I mean, we're all involved in Thon. Isn't that enough?
That's true. We can only tell the same stories so many times.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I used to do magic tricks at Thon to, hype people up?
What?
Can you do us like? Can you do one right now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
All
put you
right.
on the spot, but if you have
Oh,
like
all
a
right.
deck of
So I'm a little
cards,
out of practice. I'm going
Just
to
grab onto a
re-practice.
deck of cards in
All
front
right.
of you.
Oh, I do. Actually, I do have cards with me. They're right here. Maybe I should do that. Usually, I do this though. So, like I think you can see right here. I have my
yeah.
ID. It's kind of useless, right? Everything. So I have my ID. If I just snap my fingers like this, it was really easy to see. But like, look at that. Now I got a credit card.
Wow. Just don't show
Yeah.
us the wacky digits on the back.
How did you do that?
What? Oh, here. Yeah. Let me actually get some cards. So
Also,
no
just so you
one's.
know, this does go on YouTube, so
I mean, it's a bank card.
He'll be all right.
Man, what the? What am I doing? Jeez. I didn't think about that one. All right. Anyway, here. Yeah. Let me get out my playing cards. Usually I just do that trick because I don't have cards with me, but they're like I literally have a stack right here. So yeah, you have two cards here. Like that what? Where's my All right, so you have two cards here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them is the 3 of hearts, the other one is the 4 of hearts. If you put your whenever I snap, you get like a thing. What I'm doing is I'm moving this card down and I'm putting it under so it looks like this. So whenever I snap here, it looks like
Okay,
you
wait.
can't
That was
see it.
pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah. And then and I can do like double lifts and stuff like that. Like if I have the whole entire deck here, like right now, what is that? That's a 4 of hearts still. I can like come over here, and now it's not. It's the 3 of hearts, but the 4 of hearts is actually just right behind it. But it looks like I'm only pulling one up. So like very basic magic. I
That
learned.
is.
a
You're a wizard.
magician never supposed to tell his trick.
Well, this is why I stopped doing magic the first time because I was like, man, I feel so awful. I'm like deceiving people. Like it was an actual like internal struggle. I was like, man, this is kind of I feel bad.
All I do is lie my entire life.
My whole career is a lie.
Everything
the
I do
other-
is a farce.
Well, then I was like, man, I'm a terrible magician because everyone knows how it works then, and then like there's no like surprise factor anymore because I tell everyone.
I was still
Well,
surprised. I liked
You
it.
got us. You got
Yeah.
us. Except for you told us the trick now, so maybe I'll try and duplicate it, but I probably can't.
I can't.
So you did that to entertain people in the stands?
Oh yeah, it was really cool actually. Like because I had advanced tricks known at that point, like literally 2 years ago, because that was the last time.
He was like a second year at Hogwarts at this point. So Wingardium Leviosa was
Yeah,
absolutely crushed by David in the stands.
it really was.
I followed none of that, but that sounds good. Um,
Expelliarmus, Expecto Patronum.
okay.
What's your
Okay.
Patronus? Do you know?
Do you know Morgan?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
David, do you know?
I think I did know at some point. I was like the at one point, the last one I did, I got the like the buck thing that
Yeah, the
was
stag.
yeah, the stag, that's what it is. I was a stag.
Yeah, I have the King Cobra, and I will never retake that test because that is the
That's so
coolest thing I
sick.
can get, and I will ride that for the rest of my life. So I'm a Hufflepuff with a King Cobra.
Oh, you're Hufflepuff?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
the best house.
Gryffindor.
Oh, I'm Gryffindor. We do not care,
I
man.
mean, how could you not be Gryffindor? I feel like the houses are not very like well divided in
Hufflepuff is
some.
just everyone who doesn't like does not exude main character energy.
Wait, no. Here's a great question though. Is Quidditch like a stupid game? I think Quidditch is a stupid game.
I
People actually play it. We have a Quidditch
people
team.
actually play,
I
yeah.
know, but you know why? Well, okay, no. The way they play it in the books is stupid because it never matters about the actual game. It's about who gets the snitch first. So
Correct.
like all you need to do is just have a good seeker and you're fine. I feel like competitive Quidditch would be extremely boring because like what are the other players doing? Doesn't matter.
It's kind of like Can Jam. When you're playing Can Jam, you have to get to the certain score, or if you just slot it, like you hit the slot in the can, you just win instantly. Except your team only ever goes for slots, and you just like always end the game on slots. You know what I mean?
I see that. Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's like a similar thing, but it's just so hard to do it in Can Jam. Whereas in the books, they make it out to be like, oh yeah, Harry Potter can just snap his fingers and the golden snitch appears. Like,
I mean, he's the chosen one.
yeah, it's.
This is quite interesting, guys.
Are you not a nerd?
I've never read Harry Potter or watched the movies.
We should
though.
play Bed Wars after this.
We should. That's a
You
great
have to
idea.
do that.
David and I will buy
I'm
some bridge eggs and we'll take it down.
Yes, we will.
Well,
You remember that.
we do have a softball game that at least one of you has to get to.
I
So we
do.
will, in the
And
interest
I
of
am
time,
doing a
continue
community
this off.
builder from what 8 to 9.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
let's start wrapping it up.
Yeah, so can you tell us about your favorite thing about Thon other than doing tricks in the stance?
Okay, wait, like you want like Thon or do you want like in general heal stuff?
Well, I
Do
mean, whatever.
Thon
I can do
Thon.
both. Oh, Thon? All right. Ooh. Okay, so this is really odd. I really love the late night, like 3 a.m. to like 6, when like no one is there. Like it is like you're in your own environment. There's still like so many people there, but it is like a time to be alive. And I feel like whenever you can like give that refresh, because you know that everyone's like, at least in the stands, you're not supposed to be checking the time, but you'll still check the time. You know, they're like, man, I need like a really big energy boost, and I can give that. That is like the sickest, I feel like, because no one else who expects you to like be coming in at 4 a.m. and like doing the night shift. Like I'm a
I
night
agree.
shift guy.
That's hype. That is sick. I'm in for that. You and me this year, night shift.
Oh, I always do the night shift. I got you covered. I feel like I'm gonna like I can't match Andrew, but I'm gonna try to match like what Andrew
Now
can
that
do.
you've expressed interest in the night shift, it sounds like you're doomed. But yeah,
Oh,
That's
I've been the night shift my entire life. Like that's just how it is.
that. He's just
I
night shift personality.
like
I'm just kidding.
honestly, other than Thon, generally when the clock strikes about 11 or midnight, I want to be in bed. I mean, I know Thon's a completely different thing, but
Nah, I'm
my
in bed.
brain
I'm in bed.
stops working around like midnight and I need to go to sleep. But for Thon, I guess you just power through.
My brain works for
Okay.
7 whole minutes on the day. I can only choose to activate that between the hours of 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., and it is a consecutive 7 minutes. So if I'm not awake and I miss it, then I'm doomed, man.
Yeah, the hamster only runs for 7 minutes and then it needs another 23 hours to recover.
Yeah, he sleeps a lot. He's really tired.
Yeah.
you
I
have a
don't feed him
hamster?
much. Yeah, he's in my brain.
In his brain.
Oh, okay. I thought you had an actual hamster.
You would have met
There's
him
an
by
RA
now.
story about that actually.
Let's hear it.
Oh, does someone
Oh.
have a hamster?
Oh, so you're not allowed to have animals. The only animals you're allowed to have are
Smelly.
non-aggressive fish.
Got it.
What defines
And
non-aggressive?
oh, no. We did this because I have some very interesting reasons. So there was beta fish fighting a couple of years ago.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so that's why they added the non-aggressive tagline to where you cannot have your fish fight with one another because obviously, like people would have a fish fight club.
Yeah. The
But
first rule about
so
Fish Fight Club is you don't talk about Fish Fight Club.
well, someone did because they found out.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, you can't have animals here.
Wait,
Um,
does one fish end up dying?
I don't know. I just know that they just said there was a beta fish fight club.
They probably do because you can buy a beta fish at Petco or Walmart for like $1.30. So
Yeah, they're really cheap.
yeah.
Huh. Okay, moving on.
But yeah, so this girl is hanging out with these friends. This is last year. I still don't even know their names because it didn't happen on my floor. But this kid starts having a seizure, and
Wow.
he like falls to the ground, like just like he's actually seizing. And the two normal kids, they're like, all right, let's put him on your bed because like we should go get someone. And she's like, no, I can't, I can't. And the girl's being like really suspicious. She's like, he needs to be out of my room right now. So she starts dragging this kid out of her room as he's seizing, like literally just like flopping on the
That's
floor.
like number one rule of seizures is to not move
Move
them.
them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. She's an actual idiot. Thankfully, an RA is like coming out and she's like, "What are you doing?" As she's seeing this kid just dragging like almost like a dead body flailing,
Yeah.
and the girl freaks out and like runs in her room. So turns out she had a hidden hamster that she didn't tell anyone, not even her roommate. That was like underneath her like bed because we have like risers and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
she's just been hiding for like 3 months at this point because we were that long in school. Like it was near like November,
And
and
she
So if
didn't
all
want
you're
anyone.
hiding it so well, then why does it matter if someone comes in? Because it's not
She
I
didn't want to
have
take the risk,
no
I guess,
clue.
of having people in the room with the hamster. That's wild.
wild. The kid. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
feel like at that point, the RA would like turn their eyes a little bit and be like, "I didn't see your hamster. Thanks for telling us that this kid's life was, needing saving."
No, RAs do the right thing all the time. I always do the right thing.
I agree.
Yeah,
David's
but
never once turned a blind eye.
Well,
He
last night or
20/20
2 nights
vision.
ago, I had to call the police at 4 a.m.
why?
Like
Hooligan me.
this- someone was incapacitated in the bathroom and it was locked, and we were very concerned about safety. We do not want someone dying in the bathroom.
I also don't think I would like it if someone died in my bathroom. So I am on your side for that one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Moving into some things that we like to do each week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, that's a great note. Let's just go into the weekly questions. David, do you have anything that you think will be in the Thon 2022 line dance?
Oh, oh, jeez. Let me think. Man, you're putting me on the spot here. What is like trendy enough?
That's what I'm
What
saying. I got nothing right now.
what I can't think. Like there was oh my god, what am I thinking? Okay, tweaking, actually. You know what tweaking is?
Is that when you
No.
like spaz out?
No, so I don't even know what it is, to be honest. It's like a TikTok thing, and I don't have TikTok, but all my
Ah,
residents tell like they literally are like, David, I'm tweaking. Like you're freaking out, basically. I think that's what it
Oh,
means.
yeah.
yeah.
That's not a TikTok thing.
I think it's just a normal thing.
Yo, you're tweaking.
Well, no, it's becoming popular on TikTok, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's been popular for a while.
Oh, has it actually?
I think.
This
It's
is
all
the
right,
this
David. It's fine. You live under a rock, man. It's not a big
I'm
deal.
just trying to
apparently I
understand if
do.
it's new or not.
I
Anyway,
think there's a chance that we see a reference to leaf blowers in the line dance.
that was
Why
fun.
why is that, Bobby?
Because Villanova stated that they are using leaf blowers to train for the Penn State atmosphere, and the Nittany Lion rolled up with a leaf blower to the game, and then it seemed to not help them very much because they lost.
I love that. I mean, Villanova wasn't going to win regardless, but I love that they tried that. And I love
funny.
that. I love that the Nittany Lion could poke like a little fun because it wasn't hurting anyone. But sometimes
It
we
was
can't
not.
we can't poke fun as much as we used to. But that was a good time.
Bullying
Wait, wait,
builds
wait, wait. Quick,
character.
quick shout out. My residents actually played in that game. The freshmen. I just gotta shout them out here. Like, I was very proud of them.
Shout out those players.
Yeah.
Good
you
for
want the
them.
actual names?
No,
Or
no, no,
nah?
no.
Yeah, we're good.
I
We're good. We're
probably
good.
don't
We
want to
won't give
dox
the
your
actual names.
kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think you said you're not allowed to use their names anyway, so.
Oh, that I don't know if I can tell you. Like, there's nothing bad. Like, we don't. I'm telling you about stories, but
Oh,
like,
okay. Well,
yeah,
let's just err on the side of caution in case
yeah, we're on the
Jose
side of
somehow
caution.
finds this podcast. He
He
won't.
searches religiously
Oh, I'm
for
sure.
this. Yeah.
I
I'm
know I
sure he
do.
does.
I think it's a week for the week. I didn't even think that one through, but it is a week for the line dance because there's not a
Not
lot
much happened.
that really went on.
Yeah.
I've got nothing.
Oh, do you think there's gonna be a Slim Chicken reference? You know, Chick-fil-A's going on
Yeah,
a hunt.
Chick-fil-A and Slim Chicken. There should be.
Slim Chicken good?
Who knows?
I'll take that one.
Is Slim Chicken good, David? Have you
Oh,
had
it's
it?
awful. Chick-fil-A's better in all regards.
I'm so
Right.
Also,
sad,
it's
man.
more expensive. It's more expensive.
How can you be
Is
That's
more
what gets
expensive than
me.
Chick-fil-A?
That's what I'm saying. No, they raise the prices by $1 or $2 for each item.
Gross.
I'm not even kidding.
Is it like the same stuff, like chicken nuggets and sandwiches and all that?
Yeah, it's like the exact same thing, except like the chicken's actually slim. Like it's
Gross.
smaller.
That's so sad.
So that's like their way of saying like
I don't think it's supposed to be. I think it's actually
The
just
chicken's slim, the prices aren't.
yikes.
that's a hard blow.
Oh,
All right,
I'm so tired, man.
Our second and final question is why do you thon?
Ooh, it's a great question. There's a lot of reasons. What do I want to pick? It's just the right thing to do, honestly. Like whenever you look at, you hear all these stories from the Thon families, you see how their lives change. I think it is very inspirational in that regard. Like a lot of causes don't really have like that true like emotion, like you see the benefit behind them, but you are always helping someone. And in Thon, it's not even, it's the families affected by childhood cancer, not even just the individual itself, which makes it, I think, even better because you don't really talk about like the problems that like the family members will go on whenever they find out that a loved one of theirs has cancer. So I think it's very important in that regard.
Awesome answer.
Oh, great answer.
Is there anything else you wanted to say to the world before we wrap up?
The HEALcast by far has the best hosts I've ever seen and witnessed. I just thought I would
Agreed.
throw that out there.
Hey, this could be you, by the way. If anyone's interested in taking my job, please do it. I'm not kidding. Anyways, I think that's it from us. Morgan, you got anything?
That is it. And to respond back to Bobby's little comment, we will be, preparing ourselves to turn over the podcast because we are seniors and we want to make sure that it continues on. So
We're old, man.
Subtle plug. I'm sure that you will hear more about that in the future.
And if you read the recap email, you can see the HEALcast link there below because I do that every single week.
What a
Also,
guy.
answer the this or that because this or that is popping right now. I am innovating the game with that.
I would say it is quite poggers. And with
Yes.
that, thank you to everyone for listening or watching on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you at some point in the future. I'm not going to give us a time frame because Morgan and I are busy beavers.
Bi-weekly, we think.
Bi-weekly, hopefully. Maybe a week off here or there. Anyways, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. And until next time, keep on dancing.